Anyway, your problem. Let's go deal with it. Welcome to Aquila City. Again. Well, Andresia, it's just the two of us for now. Well, and Vasco. Yeah. Sorry, mate. I had a main mind fart, then forgot your name for like half a second. I wonder if he ever experiences that, you know, subroutine clogging or something. His operating system taking too long to load. Right. Don't know about you, Andresia, but since I came back from the Unity again, for the second time, I feel like I got a head cold. It's like the whole jumping in and out of your body does you in a bit. I hope you don't get cloned as soon as you go there, and it's only if you go through the Unity, because otherwise there's going to be tons of me if just having your... Yeah, like that exactly. Leave with that one. Otherwise there's going to be tons of me in that sort of situation. Yeah, what have we got? No, we don't need that. Where are we going? Didn't you say we... Where do we need to go?
If we are to find Aaron, we should start by looking for him at Aggie's bar in the stretch.
Right, okay. By the way, can I ask you any questions about this? Probably somewhere quieter, actually. Yeah, 1 second.
Stay safe.
I will. May I just come over here a second? Less ears. Yeah, you're right. We shouldn't really stand on the muddy rocks. Just stand in the muddy puddles. Right, Andresia.
If we are to find Aaron, we should start by looking for him at Aggie's bar in the stretch.
Can I ask you a little question about our journey to find these friends of yours?
Of course. What would you like to know?
Okay. Okay. What can you tell me about this Aaron we're looking for?
He is a quiet man. Reserved. I believe he had lived through a great many hardships, though he never spoke of them. I never felt it proper to ask. He valued his personal space and quiet moments. It was one thing we always shared in common. Years ago, I had heard he was alive, but did not attempt to contact him. I did not feel it was right. I hope this is not a mistake.
No. Well, maybe. We don't know. Depends on the person, doesn't it? How they react to it. How do you know anyone else is still alive anyway, other than the fact that you heard a rumor? Did you ever substantiate it?
I do not know. Not for sure. I did not see them fall that day, and I suppose I have hoped they survived. I admit I have not investigated before now, at least in part because of what I feared I might learn.
Okay. And so these people were like smugglers that you were inserted into on behalf of Varun, House Varun. Why do you rely on them? Is it because House Varun like to stay back from the other factions? I mean, why do House Varun rely on smugglers?
House Varun is in a distant corner of space, far away from the rest of the settled systems. While this serves our interests, it can also pose challenges. Many critical resources are scarce, and diplomatic relations with the United Colonies and Freestar Collective were tense at the best of times.
Yeah.
It was the most practical way to acquire what we need, without raising too many questions. Still is.
Yeah. Alright, well. The only other question I've got is, you know the whole, like, snake leather tattoo sleeve shirt that isn't really a tattoo, it's just like a really fancy snake pattern in that leather shirt thing. Do you not, like, worry about getting trucker's arm or something daft, or lorry driver's arm? One tanned arm and one ridiculously milk bottle white arm. No?
Goodbye. For now.
Yeah, I mean... Do you not at least... I hope that's reversible. Do you not at least wear it on the other arm sometimes when no one's watching? Share out the suntan? Okay, come on. Aggie's Bar. Robot. Hey there.
Evening, sir.
I know
No
Aquila
problem.
City rather well. Perhaps better than I would like.
Yeah.
Know what they say.
By the way, I'm going to assume Varun, House Varun has...
The overdraft fees at Calbank are out of control.
Yeah.
Well, you know what
I
they
am
say.
going to assume House Varun is, shall we say, more angry, shall we say? Shall we call it that? Angry with the United Colonies than they are the Freestar Collective. God, what are these three arguing about? Excuse me, just need to get past.
Let's
Yeah.
all just take a breath here. We all want to protect people from the Ashta. We're on the same side here.
The hell with that. This ain't the way things are done, and that's the end of it.
With due respect, I have repeatedly explained that I do not need permission. I came to you in the spirit of cooperation, but if this is the reaction...
20 years, we've done this my way, and it has always worked. Always! Why you trying to fix something that ain't broke?
Mr. Wilson, we can deal with the Ashta better, safer. We didn't turn down fire.
Yeah, you
or
probably got the right idea.
spaceflight because we managed just fine until that point.
I will not be talked down to like this.
Okay.
Oh, you are brave.
Miss Alpin, please don't take any further action until we've had some time to think this over. All right?
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the Ashta.
Yeah,
People around here think we own Aquila. They're wrong. The Ashta do.
yeah, excuse me.
Friend, I gotta confess, I'm not much in the mood for conversation.
Yeah, I could see
I
that.
know I shouldn't let that woman get up under my skin, but, well, I can't seem to help it.
Okay, what was that about, by the way? You're arguing about Ashta? No, I thought that wasn't too much of a problem because there was a big wall and a lot of security officers with guns. But, yeah. What was it about?
Girl comes in here with her big ideas about how we defend our city. No respect for the way we've done things for years. No worries about the possible consequences. And expect us to thank her for making our lives more difficult. I tell you, I've never seen entitlement like that.
Yeah, it's pretty much what every generation says about the next generation. But you know what? Every generation gets softer and softer and softer until a war, and then they step up. And then they become the grumpy ones and look at the kids as if... Yeah, anyway. It sounded pretty overblown, and I don't mean this nasty to you, but the pair of you were just going at each other.
I assure you it is not. Look, this ain't New Atlantis. It ain't all flowers and chirping birds out there.
Okay.
These walls around us, they're here for a damn good reason. I've trained the guards here for years, again, for a damn good reason. We get it wrong, we not watching all the time, then the Ashta kill innocent people. That's the simple reality of the situation. So when someone struts into town with their untested ideas on how to do things better than those of us who dedicated our lives to protecting the city, that don't go over so well.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm not... But I think the situation is more a case of don't fix what you're doing if it works. Just look at what she's got and see if there's anything you can implement into what you're already doing. I mean, what is she trying to do anyway?
I don't know, some technical mumbo-jumbo about sensors and behavior predictions. That's not the point. She expects us to just change up how things work, and I can't abide by it. We've gotten along just fine until now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure she just wants to help, though, to be fair. She did sound like the wet behind the ears, straight out of uni sort of optimistic type, didn't she?
This ain't help. This is thinking you know better than the people that have done it for years. Decades even. It's just arrogance. Look, this is getting my blood pressure up talking about this so damn much. You think you can talk some sense into her? Be my guest. Otherwise, I suggest you leave defending this city to the people who spent their lives doing it.
Okay. So, sorry to wind you up a little bit. Okay. Oh, God's sake, she's been watching. Oh, we are going to get your thing done, Andresia, I promise.
Ecologies are living things. They move, they change. The way we handle Ashta works for now. So we have to be prepared.
Yeah.
Well, you sure don't look like you're delivering the capacitors I'm waiting for. Something I can do for you?
Yeah. What's this about capacitors anyway?
No, you misunderstand, I think. I placed the order last week. I'm just waiting for it to actually show up.
Okay, okay.
So, did you need something, or...?
Well, you've just been watching me talk to Davis Wilson, and I know you have a disagreement with him because I've just been watching you have that disagreement, so... Yeah, you've got a disagreement with him.
Correction. Mr. Wilson has a disagreement with me.
Okay.
I can't tell if he's just being willfully ignorant or has just entirely misunderstood my proposals. I'm not sure what you've heard, or, quite frankly, why this seems to be getting around the way it is. Despite assertions to the contrary, I'm not attempting to run anyone out of a job, or open the city gates to allow Ashta to come pouring in. Nor am I in any way attempting to make a statement about the competence of the current security forces and/or apparatus in Aquila City. I hope that clears things up.
Yeah.
That was definitive.
Yeah, it cleared things up. It was clear as mud, okay? So, yeah. But I kind of get where you're coming from. It makes total sense if you figure out what you were saying, which I think I did. So, yeah, makes total sense.
Fantastic. I need to prove that what I'm working on can make a positive difference. Then you'll see it my way.
You need to see it both
use
ways.
some help, in fact, just to make sure this all goes off without a hitch. Would you be willing to place some sensors for me?
What sensors?
Yeah, I need them to start gathering data. Pretty simple. I could do it myself, but at this point, I think Davis may be having someone tail me. He's that flustered.
It might be that, was it Lieutenant Bailey or whatever her name was? She had it. Yeah, he's watching us now, yeah, so I think that's definitely happening. She had it on her name badge, Bailey. I'm sure she just walked past a second ago and stood behind us while we were talking, so yeah, you kind of might be right. I mean, I can do that, but are these dangerous? I mean, sensors, they're not going to interfere with any important electronic equipment, are they?
That is great news. Just take these and stick them in specific spots in the city along the wall. When you're done, come find me. I'll find something to do in the meantime to give myself an air of plausible deniability.
Oh yeah. Hi. Oh yeah, we're being watched. And he's watching. Why do I agree to these things? I mean, she seems harmless enough. Come on, let's go find your friend. Let's go chat to your friend first.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet.
True. Excuse me, 1 second though. You're fighting Ashta, yeah? I don't think you need to camouflage. Because they can smell you for a start. I mean, the war's over, you don't need to camouflage. Okay. Alright, we're going around here somewhere according to the scanner. Okay, have I got the right thing selected? Yeah. Ooh. Dr. Andrasia at Aggie's, wherever that is. Okay. Ooh. Wrong button again. Yeah, I think I found where we're going, Andrasia. Let's be civilized. I know we can jump off dead easy, but...
You heard of the Helios retreat?
Yeah.
Supposed to be some new age healing center for reforming criminals or whatever going up in Ch.2. I'm not holding my breath.
I haven't really heard of it. It's just you get to the point where you tell all the guards that you have, because I mean, patrolling it can be a boring job, so no doubt they dump info on people just to look smart or just to make conversation. But hey, Frog.
They sound like a commercial right now. I've been to other stores, and they have the best.
Over there. Tourist?
I give them 3 minutes before the smell chases them out.
There's genuine stretch in the nostrils there. Well, they should post a sign, a warning or something.
As long as they stay clear of Aggies, they'll be fine. And of Mooch.
That's
Well,
where we're going.
Mooch isn't exactly dangerous.
But he doesn't do a kill his city proud.
Don't mind the smell. You get used to it, eventually.
Not much around here, except Aggies in Low House.
Okay, yeah, we are tourists, and well, you were talking about us, so we stopped to stare at you and make it obvious that we heard you. Then as I was talking about somebody in the third person is a bit rude. He says, doing the same. Okay.
Yes, Aggies. I have spent far too much time here. I do not recommend it.
Oh yeah, it really looks like the sort of like burnt barbecue kind of pub, that sort of thing. Oh yeah. How'd you like your Ashta? Cremated or ashes? Ashta. Ashta. Never mind. Hello. Oh. Is this not a...
Okay.
No, that would... I don't want to take the... Yeah, hello. How do I get in?
It's all...
Yeah, that's fine.
all over.
Oh.
I love you like a brother, man.
He is not here.
I don't know, lay off.
Oh.
I am disappointed, but relieved somehow.
You stay you, okay?
Okay.
Just
I mean,
be safe, all
maybe
right?
we try somewhere else?
No. This is the only place he would be. I know him well enough to know that. Someone here must know more. We should inquire about him.
True. Just watch the puddle on the floor. Yep, excuse me.
I'm busy. Leave me alone.
Howdy.
Howdy. Yup. Well, that's not going to get you any new patrons, is it? But hey,
This bar may be tougher than you can handle.
I don't know. I can handle like demigods. So, you know, it's up to you. Are you full of demigods in here? Right. I'm looking for Erin Bascom.
You ain't here looking for Erin.
Yes,
She
we are.
is.
Hello, Aggie. I
Okay.
was unsure whether you would remember me. It has been a long time.
Okay.
I ain't likely to forget you anytime soon.
Okay, fine. We're looking for Erin, but before that, what's the problem? I know she's got a checkered past.
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one blundering in here with her in tow, asking questions.
Fine. Like I said, we're looking for Erin then.
I heard you ain't deaf. She
Stupid,
didn't ruin
apparently.
Aaron's life enough the first time, huh? Back for more?
Ruined his life? How dare you?
Did she tell you what she did to him? How she left him bleeding on some godforsaken rock in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah. Yeah, we just kind of wanted to know he's safe. Hey, howdy. And I'm not going to tell you that's not how it happened, because even if that's true, you don't care. You've already got your own prejudice. Anyway, we want to know he's safe. Unlike this guy, we want to know that he's safe.
Now, after all this time, you could have dropped in any time in, the last 9 years or so. Maybe that wouldn't have been too convenient for you, though. Aaron sat in that corner for years, scared of his own shadow, convinced the damn zealots were coming back to finish the job. The few credits he had to rub together that didn't get spent on drink, he spent on setting himself up someplace where they couldn't find him. Wouldn't trust anyone that walked through the door. Only ever talked to me when he was drunk enough.
Okay. Clearly you care about him. We do too. Granted, you can go, well, why has it took 9 years? Well, you know, zealots chased her as well. She's not exactly been the trusting type ever since. Clearly it did. Do you lot mind? We're having a conversation. Clearly it doesn't do anybody any good, okay? She's had her issues about it all. We care about him. You do too. What are we going to do about it?
If either of you cared, you wouldn't just be showing up now. Aaron ain't been in here for almost a year now. Showed up one day saying he'd gone and got himself set up on Hyla 2, thanking me for letting him stay here so often. It was the closest I'd seen him to happy in I don't know how long. And that was it. Never came through the door again.
Did he ever mention me?
You mean, did he blame you? That's what you want to know. I know guilt when I see it. Don't try and deny it.
Fine. Did he blame me?
No. Believed you were one of the good ones, right up until the last time I talked to him. Me? I don't think your kind has good ones.
My kind?
I know what you are. You take your holier-than-thou bullshit and your great serpent and shove 'em.
You dare insult me like this when I have come to you asking for help. I should kill you where you stand.
Calm. This isn't what you would want. You're clearly jilted lover. No, actually, yeah. That's the problem. He liked you more than her. She wanted him, but she could never get him. Oh dear. Anyway, this isn't what he would have wanted, is it?
You're right. We should focus on finding him.
Yes.
Well, this has been so much fun. You see Aaron, you tell him I got a bottle of his favorite stashed away if he ever shows up again. But honestly, I'm hoping he doesn't.
I can see how the hunter gets to the point where he wants to kill everybody. I can. Doesn't mean I agree with him.
Get that inventory done?
Sure did.
Come on.
Yes, ma'am.
Drasia.
That's because rumor
I'm not talking about what's going on in there with that woman. Come over here. How you doing?
We have something to go on, at least.
Yeah.
I am grateful that you showed some compassion, despite that woman's attitude. I do not have your patience.
Yeah, well, you know, you've got to learn that kind of thing. And it was the truth. It was pretty obvious that he probably had feelings for you, she had feelings for him, and it's a little vicious love triangle that you didn't even realize existed because of the way your culture works. There's nothing more or less to it.
And yet it is my past we are trying to clear up. That is... It means a lot. I'm eager to reach Ch.2 and speak to Aaron. Perhaps there is something we can do to help him. Provide him a sense of safety.
Okay. I've got a question though. I mean, can I just ask you some more questions about this friend journey?
Of course. What would you like to know?
Do you have any more no, that... To be honest, I can't think of any other questions right now.
Then we should return to our task.
Yeah, we should. It's going to take us a while to fly around Aaron 2 and grab jump, so I think what we should do is, well, burp and hiccup, because I've kind of ended up needing to after talking to her. And, excuse me. And, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. We'll stick those sensors.
There more?
Yeah, we'll just stick those sensors down for that girl and then we'll be on our way.
We will speak again. I am sure.
Yeah, we will. Okay. Defensive measures. Place Keone's sensors. Alright.
You do not want to go outside the city walls. The Ashta will rip you apart.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. I also... Do I need to be up there to do this? Where are these? Ah, there we go. There's one. Okay, she's made them look like nighttime lanterns. Good way of keeping them looking innocuous so that the guards don't walk around and go, hey, what's that weird piece of technology? Let's rip it up. There's one. So, they clearly have more issues on this particular wall. Because this is the one she's got me sticking things to. I am not going through your rubbish or your garbage or whatever you like to call it. Don't worry, I'm just... Okay, I'm falling in your bins. Not fun. Gotta be up there, surely, then.
People joke. Say those Varun zealots worship a snake. Let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. Call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Well, if I know. If they think it is, that makes them dangerous.
Yeah. You believe in the Ouroboros time snake. Time being the gravitational yin and yang to gravity. Okay. Have I... Where is this next one? Ah. Walk past it.
Just the other side of the town. I can lend a hand. Please, don't tell her. There's no shame in this.
Ah, there we go.
I don't know how much longer I can.
What?
That's all you can do. You might want to go to the House of the Enlightened. I don't believe in what they're selling. You don't have to. Anton's a good man and has good advice. Well, it's a thought.
Yo.
You want to do some good for the city? Let me know. I'll take all the help I can get.
Yeah.
The worst thing is, I could really see loving it here. We just need a chance.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Thank you for saving my husband.
Oh. Yeah. No. Oh, the bank. Yeah. Sorry. Are you having PTSD problems?
Got a moment to hear about the Low House? It mean a lot to me and to others.
Well, yeah. I can spare a minute. I mean, why not?
Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others.
Well,
the Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in.
Yeah.
More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others.
Okay. I mean, what's in it for you? Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't mean this nasty. I mean, are you just the altruistic sort that gets your high, shall we say? Or, I mean, what? I mean, how do you keep it going? How does it work for you? What's in it for you?
What, do you think I'm doing this for my benefit?
No,
I'm doing
no.
it because once, a long time ago, I was a guest at the Low House. I was the one who needed saving.
Right. Okay, sorry. Like I said, I wasn't trying to be insensitive. I was just sort of like, how did you make this your crusade? Okay. Look. You're doing good work, and if you give, you know, you used to have a say on Earth, if you feed the zoo animals, it, you know, makes them, it encourages a culture of dependency, but we don't care about doing that to ourselves. So it's like everything else in life, it's the sort of balance. We've got to help each other out. We've got to accept the fact we're all part of a society, but people also need to be responsible for themselves. We've got to have personal responsibility and social responsibility. I know I'm preaching.
Take the time you need.
Yeah, I get this. I preach a lot. Honestly.
That's right. And most people want to. Sometimes they just need a helping hand to pull them up from a dark place and set them on their feet again.
Yeah.
Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city. But it's barely enough.
Yeah.
It takes credits to provide for those in need. And I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good.
Find work. That's all well and good, but if there's no work to find, then what did he do? Take sticks out into the outside and try and beat Ashton to death at the cost of how many lives? And then when he beat an Ashton to death, what, bring it back and sell the meat? Yeah. Look, here's 100 credit. Buy a gun, then go hunt the Ashton. Here you go.
Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some.
Well, hopefully a little lad with blonde hair will pop up and give me the thumbs up.
Not drag them down along with him. I've got to do better.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Really? I wouldn't do that.
Feel like talking to everybody, but... Hi. Did she just give me a look like Sarah used to give me? I know I'm a pretty boy, but come on.
I'm doing great, actually.
For all you know, this was my partner right here.
Things have been going so well, I'm kind of worried for when
And now he's doing it to you. Well, alright. Andresia, it looks like there's a lot of swinging goes on around these parts. Let's, everyone looking at each other like they're hungry. There. Right. I've stuck her fingers down for her.
Nobody's allowed outside the city walls after nightfall. It's for their own safety.
Okay. I assume that's only for citizens, and if you don't belong to the city, you can do what you want.
On the marvelous attractions of Honest Earl's Alien Extravaganza.
I can read the sign.
Of course you can. But can you believe your senses? Creatures great and small from the furthest reaches of the settled systems.
Here, in the stretch?
Okay.
Yes, right here, right now. Things you would never see in a million years for just a small price of admission.
I know the company has certain standards, but...
Well...
Come on, Andresia. Ills, whatever that is.
It amazes me that anyone would spend credits on this instead of taking a trip to see real alien life.
Yeah, I know. I mean, for all we know, he managed to bring some of the dinosaur bones from Earth, but we've got planets out here with real versions of them. Not the same animals, obviously, but evolutionary so similar that you get an idea what the dinosaurs must have been like. I mean, me and you, have been attacked by a few over the months and weeks.
Could I get the digital copy of the things I want?
Hmm?
No. Why not?
Did you?
I sell books. Physical books.
Ooh.
Space is a premium on my ship. If I could download it to my slate, I could have a whole library.
There are places you can go for that, ma'am. Just not my shop. Good day.
Wait, can't we...
We're done
Whoa,
here.
whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa,
So
whoa.
many books to read and so little time.
That's not the best way of getting customers. That is not the best way of keeping customers. Are you okay? That was... I mean, do you get a lot of that? Does it irritate you?
Feel free to read. This is a haven for all that love letters.
Well, yeah, I mean... I assume you mean letters inside a book, not love letters in terms of like dirty letters from boyfriend to girlfriend and all that sort of stuff. Right. You love physical books, don't you? Judging by the way you just treated a potential customer, yes.
Movies, slates, theater, all have their appeal. But books, you can get a window to mankind in its earliest days. Whether adventure with Homer, or the actual thoughts of Julius Caesar penned in his own hands. And they offer visions of the future and wonderfully impossible things and might-have-beens. So, yeah, I do like books.
Well, they are a time capsule of sorts, aren't they? Do you run the store by yourself?
Yes, I had a husband, but he's no longer with us. We loved to travel, and always we'd be looking for rare books. Most of what you see here are mementos. It's sometimes hard to sell, but books are not meant to be hoarded. They're meant to be shared and spark something in us.
Yeah, of course. I mean, even if you end up with your own big collection, the idea is that once you're gone, it gets shared out amongst your friends, family, and the ones they don't want get given away to charity or
Perusing
sold.
the shelves? So many options.
Yeah. By the way, wait. By the way, are there any books you're looking for? Because I kind of pick up a lot in my travels.
I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, you know, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens.
Let me guess. Too many of them. I find them all the time. Is that why? Is that what's wrong with it?
Oh, nothing wrong at all.
Yeah.
When colonists were forced to leave Earth for good, cargo space was precious, and for some reason everyone thought to bring their Charles Dickens collection. No, I mean he was an amazing writer. His stories are timeless, but what I'd give for a copy of Sense and Sensibility, or the Three Musketeers, oh! The original Three Musketeers, mind you.
Yeah.
Not the dozens of interpretations of it.
Yeah. Well, I feel the same way, to be honest, about a good book. I mean, I know what you're getting at. I mean, everyone brought the original leather-backed versions of Dickens, and it's all well and good that the entire digital collection of books was brought with us and we could reprint them off, but we're printing them off on paper that wasn't from earth trees, and it's not quite the same, is it? I do feel the same way about a good old earth book.
Who doesn't?
Okay. Well, if I find any, I'll sell them to you.
Let me see. I'm afraid there's nothing you have that interests me.
Not on me, no. I'll have to go back to my base. Bring it back with me. Anyway, what have you got for sale?
What? Certainly.
Let's have a look. Tale of Two Cities, Bleak House. Charity in a Godless Universe. Oh, okay. Part 2, 3, 4. Okay, you might actually be able to get a full story in. Yeah, not bad. I will be back and help you out with that little book selection problem. Okay. I nearly jumped to another universe without even exploring Aquila properly. Stone Root Inn. What the hell is that? Sounds like another bar or pub or inn. Yeah. So there was Aggie's, this one, the one that the Rangers stay in. Hi, I'm just popping in to have a look round.
About this mythical vacation.
The mayor's alright.
Oh,
Always painting too rosy a picture,
We'll
though.
go.
Yeah.
We'll go. Just need to find a time.
I was thinking... Neon?
Oh dear
Neon?
God.
They're barely a part of the Freestar Collective.
So we're getting political now?
Hopetown's not that different from Aquila. Hard workers, and everyone making their own way. But... Neon?
But it could be so much fun. They say everything's legal on Neon.
And if you lose all your money, you're stuck there, living in a crate.
You should try Filburn's.
I hope they listened. I suspect they didn't.
If you ever find an old Earth printing of City of God, I have been looking for it for ages.
Okay. Okay. I'm just tooting around your city at the minute because, quite frankly, I never had a proper look around like I should have. Restart Collective, Consulate. What's this? This will be the inn again. Blanks? Oh, no, it's not. But it was a fancy chair then. What's that one? Is at home? Okay, it's getting dark. It's getting dark. For sale. Midtown. Yep. Okay, Andresia. I think what we should do, because I'm cheap, is go back to the ship and sleep in our bunks. I mean, I could buy us a hotel room, but the rest of Constellation would start thinking I was trying to replace Sarah with you, and I don't want the rumours because it's not fair on either of us. You know what they're like. They like a good mystery.
Tech stock rallied in aftermarket trading to new highs on the surprising news of record profits for their latest fiscal quarter.
Okay.
The credit goes to the hard-working men and women that keep the line, pushing ships hour after hour, said Ron Hope. A mere 2 years ago, amidst disappointing sales and a massive recall, the embattled Star Yard looked on the verge of ruin. Now, Hope Tech looks in position to take even more market share from rival Star Yards.
Okay. Interesting to know. Right.
The rock is surprisingly well fortified. The early settlers here were quite practical.
Well, you would, wouldn't you? I mean, if it's the only building you built first, and then everything else gets built around it.
If you run into those ecliptic jerks, they fly around like they own the settled systems, and they like to use old abandoned facilities as outposts.
Oh, I know.
The ones left over from the colony war.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I've cleared out so many of them.
Private sector. That's where the real money's at.
It is. Right. Hitching post, Galbank. Back to the ship. Let's have a nap. And we'll head off after your friend. Oh. Actually. Where's that bloody young girl? I need to tell her that I've done those things. I mean, she should know. Oh. Hello, you two. Hi.
People have no idea what we do to keep them safe.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Where is she? Keone? Is that her name? Not bad ship. Right, let's go. Excuse me. What am I jumping on here? Alright, where am I? Alright. Where is she?
Second chances don't come easy. Takes a lot of work, sometimes a lot of help too.
Yeah, I get you. Ah, there you are.
The sensors are pretty durable. I mean, don't go using them as target practice and they're good to go.
I mean, I like how you made them look like lights, to be fair. So this... Oh, this is... I mean, you've got the whole slumming it in the slums down nice, haven't you?
If
You've
I
got...
could just get the seismic data, I could prove my theory.
Alright, alright.
You got some good news, I hope?
Yes, I planted your sensors. Yep, done.
Well, that's that then.
Thank you.
So, this next part, it's a bit delicate. See that guard
In what
tower
way?
across the way there? I need to get in there and make a few small modifications to the terminal inside. I don't have the processing power to collate all the data that'll be coming in from the sensors. The existing network does.
Well, I beg your pardon? I'm not hacking the security computer for you. I'm not getting thrown in Aquila City's jail, no offense.
Oh no, I wouldn't think of asking you to do that. I'm gonna hack it, but I need you to get that guard away from it long enough for me to do it.
Away permanently or just temporarily? The method used depends on the intent.
Yes.
I should only need a few moments. So, I don't know, convince him to take a break or something. Or if you're feeling particularly rebellious, maybe give him some official business to attend to. I believe it's what Davis would refer to as a ruckus. As soon as you've got him occupied, I'll scoot in and out before anyone notices. Okay? Let's do this.
Seriously. So start fighting, shooting, stealing. I'll just go and sweet talk him into pissing off for a few minutes. Oh, steal something. That doesn't sound like a ruckus to me. Guard tower. So I jumped down on top of Aggie's. That's good. I could have jumped down on top of the guard tower and I'd have been in serious problems.
Please don't do anything, well, physical to the guard. I just need a little bit of time.
Alright, that puts me more at ease. She's just asking for some processing power. You better not interfere with the way the system currently works. Just add your little bit to it. Ooh, ooh. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Okay, this looks weird, but that one. Where's it gone? Is it that one? Yes. I also want to come in here and pop some... Is that one? Let's see if I can convince this guy.
Your abilities are truly amazing.
I know.
I
Hi.
actually met a guy who finished the Red Mile. He lost an eye in the process, but he did walk away with a pile of credits. And I mean, you got 2 eyes, right?
Yeah, but only one
Brings
kind
you
of
to the
sense,
wall. Boredom.
depth perception.
Because if that's what you're looking for, you've hit the jackpot.
Yeah. Look. Alright. I can't get into it, but can I have a few minutes here alone for a good cause?
And I'm just supposed to take this on what? Faith?
Yeah. Ooh. Haven't I heard of you? Everyone's had great things to say.
Oh, yeah? Everyone?
Yeah.
I guess I believe you. Just don't do anything I'll regret, okay?
Yeah. Not a problem. I'm just gonna, you know, sit here, look at the sky. Not steal your binoculars that won't work. Not get arrested by the Secret Service for playing football with an association football where soccer came from. It was originally a British nickname. Yeah, but because rugby called themselves rugby football, but then rugby split into rugby union and rugby league, and we didn't need to use association anymore, so we just started calling it football. But obviously the colonies, they still called it association, or ASOC, which was shortened into soccer instead of ASOC, because it was like rugger and soccer. Yeah. Hi.
That's all settled then. Thanks for the assist. Hope you're none too worse for wear.
Alright, did you do it? Yeah, you do know that you should tell them what you've done once you've got the data you need. Just so they know.
Oh, I intend to.
Um,
Once enough data has been collected, I'll have the proof I need to convince them, especially Davis, that my technology is useful. If you're curious, come back tomorrow. I might even have preliminary findings.
yeah, we're heading off planet, so might come speak to you in a week or two. So if I were you, collect plenty of data. Universal time. Oh, there you are. Right. Not my proudest moment, I must admit. Is that guard back? Have I left the wall undefended? Oh, I'm sure I'll come back in a minute. I did say just bugger off for a few minutes. Right. What time is it? Okay, it's 8 PM local time. And 9 PM universal time. I wonder what the day length is on Aquila. Do they stay pretty close to Earth time, which we use for universal time? Who knows? Oh, sorry.
Did you hear about that whole gal bank breach? Your accounts are safe.
I checked my account yesterday and it was all there. But I haven't tried to withdraw yet, so...
So you want to come here for
Co-Heritage Museum.
A half day. I talked with Miss Kassler and she'll give a full guided tour.
I mean, no offense.
Don't we have
small, and there's no...
Don't we have some stuff? Solomon's original Aquila City.
As many attractions as I
They might know what to do with this stuff that Sam didn't know what to do with.
What she could throw together.
I mean, it's either that or take it to his dad.
Fine, but I want your class to write
Grumpy
an essay
Man.
about what they learned.
Oh, Heritage Museum. Grumpy Man. Heritage Museum.
I read an article about the
Yeah, it's not very hard, is it?
I think I'm gonna try it out for
general.
myself.